Hello guys, welcome to my channel today. It's actually raining, so I really do not know how much of it is going to get in the video. In today's video, we'll be exploring the concept of talking stage, and talking stage is like basically what most of us face in today's current dating world because of our jobs, self-love, responsibilities, just a lot of things just come into the way, right? So there are times where I know that we all have met someone we were interested in at the very first part of the familiarity phase, and over time we just felt like so we just moved on, not necessarily because we weren't compatible or we weren't like an item or we weren't going to work, but probably because the effort and it just like went into friends power and pen pal and all that. So we're going to be talking about talking stage, the goal of talking stage, and how to come out of talking stage, right? So that's the purpose of this video today. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, like and share. I really appreciate it. Please show me your love by subscribing. Thank you very much. So what is talking stage? I'm talking too fast, right? What is talking stage, guys? Talking stage is basically the very first period or the very first phase where you get to know someone after exchanging number before an actual first date. So it is that first period where you tend to talk back and forth with someone, that very first excitement you have with someone, that very first experience you have with someone new, or it's basically the first period between two strangers where they get to get familiar with themselves, where you get to get the in-depth basic of someone, what they like, what they love, their goals, their dream, their career, what do they do, where do they live, what are their hobbies, what do they like talking about, what gets to them, what excites them, what annoys them. So that's basically what talking stage is all about. It is just basically that first phase where you get to know someone after exchanging contact. It could be online, it could be in person. Talking stage is, there's something I noticed recently, because you have been talking to someone for 3 months and you haven't like defined what you're doing, does not make that a talking stage. It is out of talking stage. I categorize that as a situationship, that is categorized as situationship. So talking stage is the very first part or first phase where you get to know someone, get familiar with them, know their names, their parents' names, their surnames, and all that. What kind of sports do they like? Do they like sports? Do they like exercise? Like, what do they do? What really gets to them? That is talking stage. So now, what's the goal of talking stage? Goal of talking stage is not for you to be excited. It is not for you to be all flirty. It is not. Talking stage is a phase. The goal of talking stage is to know if you really want to take this forward. Is this person worth investing your time in? Is this person worth investing anything in? Do you want to actually keep talking to this person? What kind of relationship do you want to have with this person? Do you want it as a serious partner? Do you want this person as a flirt? Do you want this person as a side or ever? Do you want this person as a bestie? So talking stage enables you to like identify those things, right? And also talking stage is where you get to find out red flags. If you are getting to know someone, you don't really necessarily have to get into a relationship to see a red flag. Talking stage is where you have to see red flags about people or of people. It is in talking stage where you decide that I don't think our goals align. I don't think so make the best of it. That is basically the goal of talking stage before you actually go on your first date. I think I am sweaty. Before you actually go on your first date, that is what talking stage is all about. It is not about you elevating your loneliness. Talking stage is you getting to know the in-depth basic of someone, knowing if you want to go further, knowing if they have your red flags and all that. So that's basically what talking stage is all about. How do you get out of talking stage? One ground rule is that do not prolong talking stage. If you stay in the same location with someone, right? When you get to meet someone and you stay talking 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks maximum, get to meet up. If the person is not forthcoming, this is where you step up the game, right? So when you start talking to someone, the ground rule is do not prolong the talking phase, because when you keep talking to someone over and over again, it builds connection and attachment. Imagine you do not like this person in person because however you want to talk about it, however you want to however you want to define it or whatever, you realize that when you keep talking to a particular person over a period of time, you get this sort of closeness, right? Yeah, it happens. So that is just it. Oh yes, it happens. I just thought about something. Okay, so that's just it. So do not prolong your talking phase. Talking phase should last for 1 to 3 weeks if living in the same geographical area. Then basically, if the person is not forthcoming, it is your duty to push it further. You go like, hi, are you free this weekend? Can we do this? Because if you're talking to this person, you know what they like, and you like similar things. So can we do this together this weekend? And watch if they keep you hanging. If they keep you hanging, probably they're just talking to you out of loneliness or out of boredom. It gives you the reason why you're doing this is to know if you're on the same path with them or they're on the same path with you. So you just like get to know their energy, get to like gauge what to be expecting from them, right, in general. So when you put this out there and they're not forthcoming, then you know that okay, they're not serious. Then you push your attention to something else or someone else or whatever that interests you. But it's just, the point is just for you to know. So if eventually it gets to work out and now you get to see this person and now you're out of the talking phase, but not completely, right? Because talking phase now is the very first week you get familiar with someone, but now there's this thing that happens when you get to meet someone. It happens usually. You realize that 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you just be going out together with this particular person. You talk all the time. You ask about their day. You're just so invested in this single person. You go out together and all that, and you do not know what you're doing with them. So now when you get to this phase of the whole thing, if the person is not forthcoming as well, you go for that again, because this is your emotion. It is rather best for you not to waste your time than just to be in a situation where you don't understand what is going on. So when you get to this phase where you do not understand, like you've gone out of talking phase, right, in this situationship, for you to avoid this complex entanglement sort of issue, so after 2 months or 3 months, meet in person, ask them, what are we doing? What do you think we're doing? What do you want? I want to be exclusive. Do you want to be exclusive? And all that. Get to know them, gauge their body language, gauge their body movement, gauge their non-verbal and verbal cues, and actually give people a break, right? Because sometimes this can come as a shock to someone. You know, we all are human. We have our weak points. Probably I might like you, but I really do not expect you to come to me and ask for exclusive relationship, right? I might be like taken aback. So do not just write someone off because of their verbal movement, right? But it is important to take that into account. But if they come with an aftermath of explanation, it is very advisable for you to like give them the privilege to explain themselves, right? So the point is for you to avoid a situationship and confusing situation where you do not know what you're doing and you get confused, and at the end of the day you start hearing to like, we weren't exclusive, we didn't talk about it. I've even seen exclusive relationship claim it wasn't exclusive. So be verbal about what you want, be vocal about what you want, ask questions, push further, go on and ask them, what are we doing? What are you expecting from this? What do you think this is? I want this. What do you think? Then get to listen to them, hear what they want to say. If at any point you find out that they're not ready for what you're ready for, it can be very tempting for you to be in the situation because you are already used to them, you're already used to their vibe, you already like them to some extent, you're already attached to them emotionally and physically. It can be tempting to stay, but do not stay. Cut all okay, I won't tell you to cut all communication. It's left for you. If you can be friends with them, fine, but it is advisable for you to just walk out, because sometimes you'll be like, okay, eventually they will give in. But no, whoever do not know that they want to be with you at this point, do not necessarily worth your time and investment. I mean, like, life is too short for us to be in a place where we're not accepted, right? So basically just like be brave enough and courageous enough to walk away. Sometimes we do not like want to do this because we're scared of being rejected and we're scared of losing what we already have. If that is what you want, situationship, fine. But if you want a potential relationship, go out, be brave, be vocal about it, and be bold about it. If it isn't what you want, walk away. Be courageous enough to walk away. You will meet someone else. You will definitely, I mean, like, we have like billions and millions of people in this world, and you can't tell me that that is just your spec, right? That didn't come out right. We do not date our spec. But what I mean is, like, you will definitely meet someone else who is willing, to go as far as you want to go, who is willing to give as much as you want to give. So that's just basically the point of this whole being brave. It's not because you just want to give an ultimatum. Is you protecting your feeling, is you knowing where you are at with someone. So that's basically how to handle talking stage. I hope this has been helpful to you. I hope this has been relevant. Give me a thumbs up. I'm going to put like links, useful links I found useful for myself as well. I'm going to put it down in the description box below. I'll put it down in the description box below. And I think I've been talking so fast. Thank you very much for stopping by today. I really appreciate you. I hope to see you some other time. Don't like my video, just subscribe and share. Have a nice day, guys.